everyone, I'm Miss Rose. I'm one of the teen librarians here at the Lindenhurst Memorial Library. I'd like to thank you for joining me for today's Take and Make a no-sew fleece hat. Let's get started. To make this project, you will need your piece of fleece and chalk, scissors, a ruler, and string or a tape measure. You can also get out masking tape and a marker. So the first thing we're going to do for our project today is measure our heads. There are two different ways to do that. The easiest way is if you have a measuring tape at home. If you don't have a measuring tape, someone else in your house might have a measuring tape, so ask around. People use them for sewing projects, and they're great if you shop online a lot because they let you measure yourself and figure out what size you are. So to measure your head, we are going to use the inches side today because I did everything in inches for you guys. So that's the side where the numbers are further spaced apart, which is this one. The other side is centimeters. You're going to put the metal tip to the middle of your forehead and measure around where you wear your hat. You want to make sure that you want to do your best to keep your tape level and not accidentally pull it tight and higher up so that you get a good measurement. So wherever the tape hits the metal, make sure that, check the back, make sure you haven't gone up in the back. And then you are going to pull this up, and wherever the tape met, which for me was right here at 22 6/8, and write that down before you forget, and that's how you measure with a tape measure. Okay, so this is the second way you can measure your head. This is an easy way to measure your head if you don't have a tape measure. All you need is yarn or string and a ruler. So what you're gonna do is just like we did before, starting in the middle of your forehead, so you can see what you're doing. You wrap your yarn around your head. Check the back, make sure you haven't gone up in the back and accidentally made your string shorter. And then, all right, from the edge of your yarn, spot on your string. You can draw the line up here if you don't trust yourself, but I'm 100% sure I'm about to write on my forehead, and I have to work for the rest of the day, so I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to draw the line after I pull the string away from my head. All right, so again, I'm checking to make sure that I'm level, which I am clearly not. I'm giving myself crazy hair in the process. Oops. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to pull the string up, but make sure that I am holding it in place as I pull the string up. I'm going to make a little mark with this black marker to show where I need to stop measuring. And then I'm going to measure the string against a ruler. So take your string, like that. My mark is way further down, so I need to make sure that this right here is at the top of my ruler now, and then where I look where I made my mark. Oops, I'm not doing a good job holding it, which is 22 6/8. I know we're not really super zoomed up, but I promise it's the same measurement. I have given you guys a piece of fabric that is 14 by 30 inches. The 14 inches is going to be the height of the hat, and the 30 inches is the width. So now what you want to do is you want to take whatever the circumference of your head was. I'm actually going to make this hat for my sister, and my sister's head measures 22 inches around. So you're going to take that number and you're going to add 3 1/4 inches to it. So 22 plus 3 1/4 is 25 1/4. So now I'm going to take my tape measure and I'm going to measure the long side of the fabric. So 25 1/4 is there. I'm going to take a piece of chalk little mark so I know where to make my cut. Now I am really terrible at cutting straight lines, which is actually why I think I'm going to measure this the other way so that I can use the store-made straight line. Okay, so that's 25. Here's a quarter. My chalk mark again. Okay, and that lets me use the store-cut edge, which is probably better. Okay, so I'm super bad at cutting in a straight line, and I find that the easiest way to manage that is with using the straight edge of a tape. If you are more comfortable, you can just freehand this or use a ruler to draw the line all the way down. But even with a ruler, I have been known to make big mistakes, so I'm going to use the tape to make my line. There we go. And now I'm just going to cut the fabric so that it's 25¼ inches. Go. Okay. So now this is the piece of fabric that is going to become my hat. So the next thing I want to do is I want to measure 3 inches in from the edge of the fabric on both sides. So that is right here. Now what you could do is, again, you could take a ruler and you could draw this line with the chalk all the way down. But I really hate the way chalk feels on my fingers, so I get my handy dandy masking tape, oops, and I make my straight line that way. It's still not perfectly straight, but it's probably better than what I would do if left to my own devices with the scissors. And the nice thing about this hat is that I do think that it's pretty forgiving. Now I'm going to go on the other side and I'm going to measure the 3 inches again. I have the measuring tape. You of course could use a regular ruler for this. Use my chalk again, even though I hate how it feels. Make my little chalk line. And then I get my handy dandy masking tape again. And I make my line 3 inches from the side. Okay. So once this is done, you have a couple of options. If you are not a crazy perfectionist like I can be sometimes, you can just fold your fabric in half like this. And just eyeball cutting a fringe that is about 2/3 of an inch. If I do that, my fringe will be all crazy and higgledy-piggledy. So I am going to get my ruler out. You could either, if you're doing the masking tape, you can draw the line on the ruler. If you're not doing the masking tape, you can use your chalk to make the line, but I like the masking tape, so I'm gonna do the ruler. So 3/4 of an inch is 1.5 centimeters. So actually for this one, you could, this centimeters might be a little bit easier. And then I just make a little mark all the way across. Alright, now that that's done, I am going to fabric together. Then I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to cut fringe. So if you have super great fabric scissors, you can cut your fringe with the fabric folded in half and cut both sides at the same time. These started out as super great fabric scissors, but now I've kind of abused them, so I'm cutting my fringe one side at a time. Once all your fringe is cut, you can either pull up your tape if you use tape, or if you use chalk, you can wipe your chalk away. That's why traditionally you do use chalk. And then it's time to tie your fringe together. So I just like to fold mine so that the fringe meets in the middle. Then you're gonna double knot each string. So now that you're all done knotting your fringe, you may find a couple pieces up at the top or down at the bottom that somehow didn't get knotted in. That means you probably didn't quite, probably missed one while you were knotting. It is not a big deal. This hat is super forgiving. Now you are going to hopefully have that scrap from before. You're going to cut a strip of it off. And that is what you are going to use to close up your hat at the top. Do your best. It doesn't have to be perfectly even. Mine certainly isn't. Okay, now that you have cut that strip of fabric, you have an important decision that you have to make about your fringe. You can leave the fringe on the outside and then knot the top of the hat like I'm going to show you, and that can be kind of like your horsey or unicorn hat. Or you can turn the hat inside out and trim off the fringe, although I would trim off the fringe before you turn the hat inside out. So what I am going to do is I am going to trim off the fringe, So here we go. Okay, so now that you have cut off all of your fringe, you are going to turn your hat inside out. Oh, and there was yet another piece of fringe that I missed. Cut off any pieces of fringe that you missed. Now, you're going to I'd say take whatever side of your hat is the flattest, the most evenly cut, and that's going to be the bottom of your hat. This is going to be the part of your hat now that goes to the it goes to the middle of your head. So what you want to do is you want to fold this down twice, and this is the brim of your hat now. Because of the knots, it might not want to stay that way. You might have to press it or steam it a little bit, or just wearing it over time will get that to stay. All right, now I'm going to show you how to tie up the top of your hat and cut a pom-pom. So here is my hat, unfinished, and here is my scrap of fabric. So I'm going to take my hat. Even though it's measured for my sister's head, which is a little smaller than mine, it is very stretchy fabric, so which is great. So I'm going to take my hat, I'm going to put it on my head and look a little bit ridiculous for a few minutes. I'm going to gather the top in my hand, and then I am going to knot the fabric, the spare piece of fabric, around the hat. I'm going to tie a double knot, just like I did with my fringe. Okay. All right, so now we cut our pom-pom. Okay, so as it turns out, when I cut this little pom-pom into the top of my hat, and my sister's hat here, I was not recording. So here is the rest of my little piece of scrap, tied off in a knot, just tied off in a piece of yarn, just like the top of your hat is tied off in a piece of fleece. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut a pom-pom in. Just like that. As you can see, my scissors are starting to go, so they don't cut nicely anymore. It's almost time to get a new pair of fabric scissors. And you're just going to do that all the way around until your hat looks like this. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to trim your fabric so that it's all more or less the same length. And that is your no-sew fleece hat. I hope you enjoyed making this with me today. I hope you sign up for our other Make It Tees and that I see you guys in the library. Thanks. Bye.